Subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell button and enjoy the latest uploads from our channel.
Let's first look at the concealment of weapons on the person. Handguns are the weapons most commonly used by hijackers. They are often carried in a shoulder holster, which may be worn under either arm. There are, however, holsters suitable for the carrying of small pistols under the trousers, either in the area of the crotch or strapped to the ankle. If a holster is not being used, a handgun is most likely to be carried tucked into the waistband, slipped into cowboy boots, or concealed inside hats and turbans. Female terrorists have even been known to carry guns tucked into their bras. Many types of handguns can be broken down into component parts, such as the barrel, the slide, the butt, and the magazine. Ammunition may also, of course, be carried separately. While it's unlikely that anyone would attempt to smuggle large guns, such as machine carbides, through search on their persons, it should be remembered that they too can be broken down into much smaller components. This makes them much easier to conceal, especially if the components are then shared out among a number of accomplices. Not all guns are as conventional as those already mentioned. Simple everyday articles, such as tire pressure gauges, fountain pens, and pipes, have been modified to fire small caliber bullets. Even a seemingly innocent umbrella may conceal a shotgun. Knives have often featured in hijack attempts. They have been used particularly by the mentally disturbed and by defectors hijacking aircraft to seek political asylum. Many, such as the Swiss Army knife, may be carried quite innocently. They must, however, be confiscated if their blades are over 3 inches long. Flick knives or bayonets are unlikely to be quite so innocent. Most knives will be found in coat or trouser pockets or in a scabbard hung from a belt. They may, however, be strapped to the small of the back, or tucked into the sock or down the inside of a boot. Particular attention should be paid to wedge shoes, because small weapons have been concealed in the recesses under the inner sole. Knives have also been disguised as belt buckles and money clips. Explosive devices can come in a wide variety of forms, all easily broken down into component parts. These are the component parts of a bomb, which were smuggled through search by 3 passengers at Heathrow Airport. They were subsequently assembled into a viable device and left on board the aircraft at Belfast. The concealment of explosive materials on the person is made relatively easy by the fact that they come in many different forms. Explosives can be military, commercial, or homemade. Homemade explosives pose a particular problem, because they can be made using easily obtainable substances such as fertilizers, weed killers, fuel oil, sugar, and paraffin wax. They are usually in granular or powder form, but their colors, texture, and general appearance may give no clue as to their true identity. When carried on the person, such explosives are most likely to have been sealed in plastic and either wrapped around the waist or strapped up in the crotch area. Detonating cord, which has the appearance of clothesline, may be wrapped around the body or coiled in the lining of clothing. Sheet explosive could, for instance, be concealed in a diary or used as an inner sole within a shoe. Many explosives can be plasticated, which makes them easy to disguise. Explosives such as TNT have been cast into the shape of innocent-looking items such as these children's toys, decorative wall plaques, even this travel adapter, and may not immediately arouse suspicion. All explosives require something to set them off. Because of their shape and size, detonators can be easily concealed in such items as pens or cigarette packets. In one incident, 4 detonators were discovered concealed in holes drilled in this battery. Most explosive devices incorporate some form of battery, and these may of course be carried in any number of everyday items. The most usual form of timing device carried on a person is a wristwatch. There are, however, many varieties of memo timer, which can be used for the same purpose. Barometric devices may also be used to initiate explosions. If carried on the person, they are likely to be either the type that can be worn on the wrist or perhaps a small car barometer. Because of their seemingly innocent nature, all these items can be readily got through search. so it's important to keep a lookout to see if they've been modified in any way. Grenades come in many different forms. The old familiar pineapple casing is now giving way to the smooth-sided canister type, which is much easier to disguise. Most grenades are of a size that can be just held comfortably in the hand and are not easily concealed. Others, however, are little bigger than a golf ball and can be carried attached to a belt or in a hat or turban. Because they rely on fragmentation, most grenades are made of metal. Plastic grenades have, however, been used. This one was recovered from a hijacked aircraft at Mogadishu in Somalia.